going on, everybody? Welcome inside FitnessInformant.com, Fitness Informant's YouTube channel. I'm FI President Ryan Buck. I want to thank you for stopping by to check out a 100% honest, no bullshit review of SNS Focus XT Nootropic powder. Now, we've been getting into nootropics a lot more at Fitness Informant, and so have a lot of you, especially those of you in Silicon Valley, the gamers, people who work stressful jobs and more. A nootropic really is a cognitive enhancing product allowing you to focus, more like the movie Limitless with Bradley Cooper. Think that when it comes to nootropics. Now, if you're watching this video, you're reading this review, you probably know what nootropics are, but just gonna preface that out there. Focus XT is a nootropic powder with the addition of energy, caffeine, and other sources to provide energy. Today, we're gonna talk about Focus XT on 5 different categories. The first being the ingredient profile. We're gonna go down this ingredient deck, talk about each ingredient used, if it's dosed correctly, and then talk about the effectiveness of this product. After the effectiveness of this product, we're going to talk about the taste, then we're going to talk about the mixability, and then finally we're going to talk about the value, which is the combination of everything we just talked about, along with the available competitors on the market at their pricing. So let's not waste any time. Let's hop into this. SNS Focus XT Energy Formula Rocket Pop is the one that we talked about. When we look at this right away, you have 2 different variations of tyrosine, and it's dosed at 1.5 grams. This is a solid dosage of tyrosine, which is a cognitive enhancing ingredient. You typically see this dosed around 1 gram in pre-workout, so 1.5 grams in a non-pre-workout is a solid dosage. Again, this is a nootropic, a focus enhancing formula. A lot of the ingredients that we're going to talk about today are going to enhance your focus. Second, you have a Focus XT choline complex. Now, I wish they would break this one out because it includes my favorite nootropic. The first is choline bitterate, and then the second is alpha GPC. Combined, they give you 1 gram. I like alpha GPC dosed at 600 milligrams because it doesn't come first on the deck and choline comes first. We know it's not dosed at 600 milligrams. It could be dosed at 300, which is where we see some things, and choline could be at 700, but because it's in a complex, I can't tell you exactly what the dosages are of each individual ingredient. Note to SNS, remove it, man. Just take it out of a matrix and then separate them out, because I think that we as consumers definitely deserve to know exactly what we're getting with each product, especially when we're spending money on your brand. That's not to knock this product whatsoever. I just want to know because I'm selfish when it comes to alpha GPC. 1 gram of these in a collection. Now, choline bitterate I've seen dosed up to 1 gram alone in pre-workouts, so I'm just not sure how much alpha GPC is in this. I know alpha GPC is really expensive because I've priced it out myself, so they could use a very small amount of it. Again, we don't know unless they would tell us. The next ingredient is 1 gram of carnitine. Now, carnitine is not necessarily a focus ingredient, but it's an energy ingredient, which it removes fatty acids through your body to be burned off as fuel, which then equates to energy. And it stimulates the central nervous system, which then can help with focus as well. Taurine is next at 1 gram. Now, taurine really, too, is more of an endurance and strength output ingredient, not a nootropic, not a cognitive enhancing ingredient. So this is going to help with endurance. Now, they do put on the front of the pack an endurance icon, so maybe you're going for a walk, maybe you just want to get through the day. Taurine can kind of help with that, but a gram is a solid dosage of taurine. It's what you find in all the pre-workouts. The next is DMAE at 200 milligrams. Now, DMAE is another cognitive enhancing ingredient. It helps, again, with memory at 200 milligrams is a solid dosage of DMAE. L-theanine at 100 milligrams. Now back to DMAE, what that actually does is like reduces the age pigmentation in your brain. So as you get older, you start to forget things, right? You know grandpa and grandma, their memory's not there. It's an age pigmentation in the brain. This DMAE, what that actually does is sort of like dissipates that and inhibits that and kills that from the brain, which helps improve your memory over time. Theanine at 100 milligrams. Theanine is a relaxation agent. It allows you to relax. At 100 milligrams, it's a sufficient dosage of this ingredient. Relaxing is a big thing when it comes to focus. You need to relax so you can focus. Next, you have theacrine as tasteless teacrine, 62.5 milligrams. Now, this actually acts a lot like caffeine. It's just not as addicting as caffeine. You can't build up a tolerance to it. So 62.5 milligrams of that combined with 125 milligrams of caffeine anhydrous and 50 milligrams of dicaffeine malate provide really nice energy, clean energy. Not crashing energy, but nice, clean energy. It actually equates to about 2 full cups of coffee overall with the combination of this. So if you're a coffee drinker, this will equate to about 2 full cups, and you get the nootropics involved with it. which is great. Lutein is next at 10 milligrams. This is actually really good for removing cataracts from your eyes. So interesting that they included it in this, but obviously you need really good eyesight, which will help with your focus. But 10 milligrams is an optimal dosage of this ingredient, lutein, at 10 milligrams. Again, I was kind of shocked to see it. It's the first time I've seen this ingredient in anything, but it doesn't necessarily shock me that it's in a nootropic. Next, huperzine A at 100 micrograms. Solid dosage of huperzine A, a cognitive enhancing ingredient. Very good, very popular, and very effective in terms of improving your focus and giving you that laser-like focus that you look for in a product. Overall, really solid ingredient deck. My only takeaway is I want to know the difference between choline and alpha GPC. What is the doses of each? But other than that, a very solid ingredient panel, because I've used energy aminos before. Now I kind of want to just keep using energy nootropics because I do have a lot of stuff going on in the world, and I'm sure you do too. Having a clear head, a clear mind, and an ability to focus while having the nice energy to keep you going is a solid thing to do and a solid thing to have, which leads me into effectiveness. Very effective product. I've actually used this today before this actual video. I used it when I wrote the review at fitnessinformant.com. It allows you to focus, it allows you to concentrate, it allows you to get shit done. Case in point, it's a solid product, really good energy, and really good focus. At the end of the day, if that's what you're looking for, you're going to get it with Focus XT. They nailed it. They did a really good job with this. It's not overbearing in the caffeine, which you don't want. It's not, I mean, you're not going to look at a wall and burn a hole through the wall with your focus, but you really are. Your mind is clear. You're able to focus on what you're trying to do, and you can get shit done, like I said. In terms of taste, this one's Rocket Pop. Think 4th of July, think popsicles, the red, white, and blue popsicles. That's actually what they use on here. You get the blue raspberry taste, you get the fruit punch taste, and whatever that clear taste is. I don't know if it's like pineapple, coconut, whatever. Anyway, very good tasting product. It does taste like Rocket Pop. It tastes like summer. Very easy to drink. I actually mix it in about 16 ounces of water. The directions say 12 ounces, but I like to drink a lot of water throughout the day. And I sip on this like I'd sip on a cup of coffee. This is a serving size right here. I'm gonna go ahead and mix it up for you. I actually used about 12 ounces of water, so I followed the instructions for you here on camera. You saw that serving size. Now this does mix really well. Serving size is 7 grams on this product. So it should mix well at 7 grams, especially if you're like me and you use more than 12 ounces of water. If you use 16 like I do, it should mix even better. You can see it's got the color from the Rocket Pop in it. I'm not sure if you can see this on camera. You know, a little particles here and there, not a ton. I actually tend to use ice with mine too. To keep it cold. God, it does taste good. Looking at the top, not a ton of particles. Nothing too crazy. A really good mixing product. But again, at 7 grams, it should mix well. So the taste is on point, it mixes well, the effectiveness is great, the ingredient profile is phenomenal, which then brings me to the value. This product is 30 servings for 30 bucks. If you spend more than $1 a day on Bang or coffee, you're wasting your money. This stuff is awesome. It tastes good, it works great. It's $1 a serving. It can last you 30 days if you do 1 a day. I tend to do 2 a day probably, which is not a bad thing, but it works very well. Check below for your coupon code to see if we can save you a few dollars on this product. If we can, imagine the value then. Again, this product works great. It's definitely worth 30 bucks. Get out there and get it now. Again, check below for a coupon code to save you a few dollars. Follow us on all of our social media channels. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. Subscribe right here to our YouTube channel to stay up to date with brand new reviews, podcast interviews, with our Be Informed Live Fit podcast like Ronnie Coleman, Branch Warren, Mark Lobler, and more. You can also get our podcast on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, and other variety of sources like Stitcher and more. And for this full in-depth written review, breaking down each ingredient in more scientific detail, more nootropic reviews, more BCAA reviews, more anything reviews, and huge supplement deals, check out our official website. We're online, fitnessinformant.com.